I have to say, due to just originality, this is not because he's in the Christmas special, but due to originality and what we can do with a character that's outside the box, it's got to be the Trickster. Because with Reverse Flash and Savitar, they're kind of like, you know, outside of their original origin story, you can't really do much else with them. It's kind of like Savitar's the god of speed, no one really knows who he is unless you watch a TV show, and then he's Barry. Reverse Flash is his mortal enemy, but with the Trickster, you never quite know what's coming next. Like, obviously I know because I write the scripts, but when I'm writing them, I don't know what's going to be on the next page. I don't know how it's going to end. I don't know how it's going to start. I don't know what batshit stuff he's going to come up with to do against Barry. And it's just that fun. You know that Reverse Flash is going to beat Barry up with super speed. You know that Savitar will zoom. They're going to try and race him or take his speed. But with the Trickster, you never know what's coming next. And that is why he's my favourite villain to go up against as the Flash. The most challenging that we filmed. I've got to say, personally for me, it was either Origins or Fade Out, because when Savitar is masked, there's a different actor, 9 times out of 10, playing Savitar, so we can get him on screen together. When I'm playing Savitar against Barry, it's so difficult because not only have you got to film stuff with the scars, you've got to change your hair, you've got to film it at 2 different points. Like if Savitar is written to have longer hair, you've got to grow your hair before you can film the end of the scene. And I'd say the fight scene at the end of Fade Out, no, Origins, sorry. God, I'm getting them mixed up. At the end of Origins, where Barry fights Savitar, even though it looks like a simple fight scene, it really wasn't. The way we had to do it, the amount of shots that were unused, shots that were used, putting the CGI on it, and of course my costume getting a bit ripped while we filmed that. That has got to be one of the most challenging episodes I've ever had to do in my life, Origins, because it's Barry versus Savitar pretty much through the majority of that episode, and oh my god, was it difficult. Godspeed or DeVoe, because I think that our version of Barry Allen, specifically me, he doesn't just fight villains, he doesn't just rely on his super speed or being faster than other villains, he uses his mind, try and think of ways around it. So to come up against someone who he can't use his super speed, he can't outthink, he can't outdo, would be very interesting. And with Godspeed, he's a villain from the future, like Reverse Flash. But with August Hart, you can draw a lot of different stuff together because he's quite a new villain in comics. Like, he's not one from, you know, the 1930s. He's like quite recent coming to the comic book, so there's a lot you can explore and do with that. So I'd like to say Speedster, I would like Godspeed, and for a villain, again, another villain, I just love villains, DeVoe, but as a character, for a hero side of stuff, I don't know, maybe Batman, maybe Batman, if that's ever gonna happen. So yeah, as we have relaunched as Crimson Verse Productions now, instead of just Crimson Productions, we're gonna have 2 separate YouTube channels, one Taupe Shark and one called Green Arrow UK. You're going to follow the adventures of Crimson's Arrow and Crimson's other character, which I nearly told you guys and I can't tell you yet because it hasn't been announced, on 2 separate channels. But then the main crossovers, like the Crises on Earth X's and stuff, they will be on Crimson. There's going to be new projects coming. They're not all going to be Flash. They're not all going to be DC. They're not all going to... Sometimes there will be original stuff as well. I know me and Scott, who plays the Trickster, have got something super duper natural related coming out, or it might already be out by the time I get around to edit this, I'm not too sure. So yeah, the future is definitely going to be here faster than you expect.
When it snows, ain't it feeling? Through your nose, gets the chillin'. We're falling contained, you skip my way. Walking in a winter
the Trickster for me is a very interesting character. He's not afraid to go out on a limb, shall we say. I think one thing about the Trickster as a whole is he loves to laugh. He loves to laugh. I mean, a lot of inspiration from the Trickster came from places like the Joker and, of course, other adaptations of the Trickster in previous adaptations. So, yeah, I think, all in all, for me, the Trickster as a whole is just, he loves to have fun. He loves to be a bit chaotic. And, yeah. To bring him back. No, in all seriousness, I love playing this villain. I've always said I've been a huge fan of playing villains as a whole, because with villains you can do so much with them. But with the Trickster, I've been given complete free reins to completely rewrite everything with him and really take him down a path of complete, I'm going to say, I don't know if it's a word, derangity. Oh, that I've filmed of the Trickster. You know what? I am going to say that the new Christmas special. Without giving too much away, there's a side to the Trickster that you haven't seen before. And I think you're going to like it. Ooh, that is a good one. I mean, I already team up with Reverse Flash in season 1. But I would love to go up against Zoom. I feel like the Trickster is a character based on things that I think both myself and Liam have in mind. I think we could really mess with Zoom as a character and really kind of mess with his mind a little bit more. So yeah, I think Zoom is kind of my go-to for a battle.
Hey guys, I've heard that there's a really good Constantine fan film by a guy called Liam Head. Maybe you should check it out, no?